What's going on, guys? I have a glute focused booty blast workout for you today. The equipment you're gonna need is you're going to need a set of dumbbells and you're also going to need a resistance band. I do recommend the fabric bands for this one simply because they do not slide as much and they are a little bit better at maintaining the tension than the more elastic ones. Those tend to slide a little bit more when we're doing leg workouts. So go ahead, grab one of these, grab your dumbbells. You're gonna need some space and some water. So the format for today is we're gonna have 3 circuits. The first circuit, we are doing 3 moves back to back, 30 seconds each, and then taking a 30-second rest at the end of it. You are gonna need your dumbbells for the first circuit. The second circuit, again, we're doing 3 moves back to back, no rest, for 30 seconds, and then taking our rest. 3 rounds of that, you're gonna need your band for that one. And then for circuit number 3, you're going to need your dumbbells and your bands. Same format, 3 moves, 30 seconds each, then 30 seconds rest for 3 rounds. All right, I'm gonna walk you guys through the first circuit and the first set of moves. So you're gonna grab your dumbbells, bring them close to you, right about your chest, and then you are going to do a squat. So you're gonna come down here into a squat and stand, feet wider than shoulder width apart, pushing through your heels and the outside of your feet. That's move number 1. Then we're gonna drop our dumbbells to our sides. We're gonna do a reverse lunge. We are going to pulse and then stand. And we're gonna do the right leg for 30 seconds, and then we're gonna go straight into the left leg. Same thing, step back, pulse, and stand. So your pulses, you're coming down, up about 3/4 of the way, back down, and then to a full stand, all right? And then we're gonna take a rest and repeat that for 3 rounds, and then I'll walk you guys through circuit number 2. All right, 30 seconds on the clock. I'm gonna take a sip of water before I start. And we have our double dumbbell squats, whatever you wanna call it. Starting in 3, 2, 1. Let's go, bring those dumbbells to your chest. Sit back into that squat and press up. Pushing through your heels and the outside of your feet. Here, and stand. Hold for 1 second at the bottom, and then stand. Taking momentum out of everything, bringing the weight down, and push up. Here for another 5, 4, 3, 2, give me that last rep. Straight into reverse lunges, reverse lunge, pulse, and stand. I'm on my left leg, pick whichever leg you want. We're gonna jump right into the other leg after this. So bring it back, bring it down about 3/4 of the way up, back down, and then a full stand. Again, slightly leaning forward so you can feel this more in your glutes. If you were more upright, you would be feeling this more in your quads. So take that nice little lean, slight tap of your knee, keeping all the weight and the tension in that leading leg. Switch legs, reverse lunge, and stand. Slight bend over, slight tap of the knee, and up. Keep the weight in that leading foot, weight in that heel and the outside of your foot. Let's go, and stand. And stand. You guys get to rest in 4, 3, 2, 1. Great job. So we're gonna run through that again. Goblet squat, reverse lunge, pulse, rest. 3 rounds of each circuit, 3 circuits. Take a sip of water. And if you guys wanted to, on the goblet squats, you could add the resistance band to it and then leave it there for the reverse lunges if you did want to increase intensity. But usually if you have to increase intensity, I just suggest getting heavier weights. Let's go, goblet squats. Down, down. Push through the heels and the outside of your feet. Notice how I'm holding for 1 second down here and then forcing myself to push through on the way up. I'm not doing this. All right, come down slow, hold for 1 second, spread the floor with your knees and up. Come down slow, hold for 1 second, spread the floor with your knees, twisting your feet out as you come up. Let's go, reverse lunges. Pick one leg, pulse, and stand. And obviously, the modification for this would be to just use your body weight. So if you guys are having trouble feeling things in your glutes or certain muscles, or you feel like your back is hurting, my suggestion is drop the weight, close your eyes, focus on the form, do it as slow as you need to. You don't need to go at my pace. Do it as slow as you need to until you get used to it. Switch legs until you get used to that movement and your body gets used to that movement. So anytime I give you guys a move that you're not used to, obviously your body might take a little bit to get adjusted to it. Happens to me too. If I do a new move, sometimes it takes my body to kind of figure out what I'm doing for me to feel it in the right places. And up. Pulse. Ooh, these burn. 5 more seconds. 3, 2, 1. Drop those weights. 1 more round of that, and then we're gonna move into our banded round. Whew. I'm sweating already. I got these lights on me. It's hot outside. Look over to my right, I got lilies on the counter and they just started blooming. They are beautiful. All right, 10 more seconds. Last round, let's go. Grab those dumbbells, bring them to your chest, nice and slow. Slow and controlled, shape those pretty muscles. 3, 2, 1, let's go. Come down, screw those feet out. Come down, hold, screw those feet out through your heels. Let's go. Down, hold. Let's go. 5 more seconds. And squeeze. All right, step back, pulse it out, light tap, and stand, right leg or left leg. I'm on my left leg. Step back. Keep your core nice and tight. So even when we're not directly working abs, we're still working abs because our core should be tight no matter what exercise we do. And up. Let's go. 3, 2, 1. Shake it out, switch legs. Strength training here, glute focus training here. And if one of your priorities is to try to build your glutes, I would suggest at least 2 leg days a week. I like to do 1 full leg day, kind of working my quads and my whole legs. And then I like to do 1 glute focus leg day like this, where it's mainly working my glutes. 3, 2, 1. Great job, guys. Rest. I'm gonna walk you guys through the next circuit. You're not gonna need your dumbbells. You're gonna need your resistance band. You're gonna take it. You're gonna put it right above your knees. Never on your knees, always above or below to protect your joints. Pause this for a second so the timer doesn't get ahead of me. What we're gonna do is start on one end of our mats, come down. You're gonna do monster walks forward, trying to break the band each time. When you get to the edge of your mat, you're gonna do a squat, stand up to back, and then you're gonna do the same thing. You're gonna walk back, stand, down, staying low the entire time. Again, making sure your knees don't cave in, pressing that band outward, and trying to break that band. Next, what we're gonna do, that's move number 1. Move number 2, we're going straight into clam shells. You're gonna lie on your side, and you are going to drive that band out with the leg that is in the air. So this one is staying planted on the ground. This one is resisting this one, trying to break that band, and you are gonna feel a nice squeeze in that glute. Next move, move number 3, we're gonna switch on to the other side. Same thing, driving our leg out, squeezing, squeezing, and back in. And then we're gonna rest, all right? 3 rounds of that. This is going to burn those glutes. Starting in 10 seconds. Get that band on, get it above or below your knees. Again, if you have the mini loop bands and you don't have the fabric bands, get a hold of them. They are the best for leg days. Let's go. Down, forward, 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 forward. And back. Maintaining tension in the glutes and the bands. And again, make sure your knees are not caving in. Make sure that they are spread outward. I'm gonna do them toward you so you can see my knees. My knees are driving out, they're not caving in. This is gonna be terrible for your knees. That's why we use the bands, to drive it out and make ourselves more aware of what's going on with our knees, our body. All right, guys, next we have clam shells onto our sides. Pick a side, any side, and drive. And drive. Notice how I'm trying to get more. So I'm opening up, and then when I get to my open spot, I'm trying to reach for a little bit more. Reach for more. See if you can break that band. give you $100 if you can break this band. Squeeze for a little more, hold for 1 second, and then lower it back down. This is one of those glute exercises that just feel so good. Other side, squeeze and down. Squeeze and hold and lower it back down and hold. So if you're doing this and you're really pushing it to the limit and not just going right here, but really driving that, you are gonna feel that squeeze and it is going to feel so good. It's gonna burn, but it's like that good burn. 3, 2, 1. Rest for 30 seconds. We're gonna go straight back up to the top for those monster walks. So the biggest thing that people usually suffer from is knee problems. Usually it's just because their form is incorrect, and you guys can correct that, you're not doomed. It just means becoming more aware of it. It used to happen to me too. I used to do lunges and my knees would cave in and they'd be all over the place. I should post a video about that, how far I've come when it comes to my form. And I got better at it by just becoming aware of it. So that's all you guys need to do. Let's go back to the top. Monster walks, 3, 2, 1. Walk, walk. Maintaining tension in the band, squat to stand. You can also, if you wanted to make this a little bit more advanced, you could add in a jump, and you could also be doing this with a weight right here. Pulse. Let's go. 3, 2, 1. On the floor. Pick a side. Drive that clam out. I don't know if that made sense. Drive that clam out. I think half the time I'm talking here, I'm not sure what I'm saying. Drive that leg out. Ooh. All right, this is burning really good right now. Hold, feel that squeeze in your glute. And if you guys did want to toss in extra leg days or extra booty days, I mean, I honestly recommend just do workouts with the band. Any type of these workouts with the band are so great for your glutes because they're able to really isolate them. Obviously, when we do squats and that type of stuff, we do try to target our glutes with the weights, but naturally our whole body kind of, you know, is involved in the movement. With these, you're really able to target. 3, 2, 1, rest. One more round of that. And then we're moving on to dumbbells plus band. So we're gonna leave the band where it is, grab our dumbbells for circuit number 3. Oh, my glutes are on fire. It's like the outside of your glutes. All right, we're up. This one, if you can, add in that jump with me. And if you wanna add more, grab the weight. You guys can also just get smaller, thicker bands, and obviously they're gonna be more difficult because you don't have as much room. Let's go. This one I have used and abused, so it has naturally stretched out with me with time. Let's go. Add that jump in if you can. This is the last round of this. Let's go. And jump. 10 more seconds. Last round of monster walks. Oh, the outside of my glutes are feeling it. 3, 2, 1. Onto the floor. Last round of clam shells. Push out. And another thing you guys could do if you're super, super, super strong is you can double up on the bands. Take 2 of them, put one on top of the other, and that's gonna add even more. But if you are that strong, oh, kudos to you because these are killing me right now. 5, 4, can barely even open it. Notice how much I was opening it in the beginning, and right now my glutes are so fatigued that I can barely even go through the same motion I was doing the first time. But that's all right, still working. Squeeze, drive that band out and hold. And drive it out a little bit further each time. As far as you think you can get it, push for a little more. 3, 2, 1. Oh, I wish I could tell you we were taking that band off, but we are not. All right, next moves. We have deadlifts. So we're gonna take both of our dumbbells, we're gonna leave the band right where it is, glide down our legs into a deadlift, and up. Hinging back, and then pushing up through the, pulling your pelvis up through it. Then We're gonna keep our dumbbells and we're gonna do a banded split squat, a little bit out to the side, coming down and up. All right, first two moves, let's go deadlift, and then we're just gonna do the other side. So that's our third move. So keep the band where it is. And if you can, while you're doing these deadlifts, again, try to turn your legs out and try to keep the tension in the band for a little bit extra. Part of the reason we're keeping it here is realistically just so that we're not wasting time putting it on for the next moves. So you could do this move without the band, but I feel like the band does add a little bit more when you're trying to keep that resistance in there. 3, 2, 1. Take a staggered stance, split squat, down. So maintain tension in the band. Staggered squat. There we go. 10 more seconds, then we're gonna move on to the other leg, and then we get our rest. 2, 1, shake it off, other leg. Let's go. Again, leg is not directly out behind you, it is off to the side, coming down and up. Notice how I'm going slow and controlled to really feel it and squeeze that glute. So mentally, I have my mind-muscle connection going, right? I'm focusing on that muscle that's supposed to be working. I'm focusing on that glute. 3, 2, 1, rest. All right, guys, those are 3 moves. 2 more rounds of that, and then we're done for today. And your glutes are going to either love me or hate me tomorrow. I have a feeling it will be a little bit of both. All right, 15 more seconds. Take a sip of water if you need to. Grab those dumbbells for deadlifts. In 3, 2, 1, let's go. Glide. All the weight is sitting into my heels as I'm hinging. What you're not doing is kind of like a squat down. So this isn't really your deadlift that you're doing here. This is an RDL. So we're just pushing our hips back and forward, pushing our hips back, gliding our dumbbells down and forward, chest up, shoulders back. Make sure the dumbbells stay close to your body. Don't do this. All right, dumbbells close to your body and up. Dumbbells close to your body. Ooh. Same thing, staggered squat. And again, find a place. If you're here, this isn't really gonna work. Find that tension in your band for that staggered squat so that you can feel it in your glutes. And all my weight is in that leading leg, pushing through my heel on the outside of my foot always. Down. So it's almost like a single leg squat. This one's here, but most of my weight is in that leading leg. And switch. Almost there, guys. Push through. Down and up. Down. Maintain tension in that band. So as I'm coming down, I'm almost driving out with this leg too to try to maintain that tension versus just kind of being here. I'm driving that one out. 3, 2, 1. Ooh. Rest, rest, rest. One more round. One more round. I'm contemplating tossing in a final burner. I think I might do that. 10 seconds. Grab those dumbbells. I'm gonna toss in a final finisher actually. I'm gonna change this workout up. 3, 2, 1. Glide the dumbbells down your legs and up. Glide them down the legs, hinge and up. So focus on hinging, not on bringing the weight down. All right, it's not a squat. Hinge, throw your weight back and forward. Throw your weight back. 5 more seconds. 3, 2, 1. Staggered. Let's go. All the weight in the leading leg, in that heel on the outside of that foot. Try to drive this one out. Maintain more tension in that band if you can. The reason it helps is because while this is driving this way, you're forcing your knee to drive this way so that it doesn't cave in. So it's activating that glute, it's making sure your form is right, and it's adding that little extra oomph to this. Let's go, other one. Down. I'm barely talking right now because I'm concentrating. 10 seconds. Push through that heel. 3, 2, 1. All right, you should have been done, but I'm gonna give you guys a last little burnout, all right? So come with me here onto the floor. And what we're gonna do is we're gonna do some donkey kicks. All right, so on one knee, make sure your body is not going all over the place. You're gonna keep your hips nice and square. And we're just gonna do 25 of each for a nice little final burn, all right? So keep that band where it is, but it's gonna come up and you're gonna press through that heel. That's 1. 4. Hold for 1 second, it's 5. 7. 8, do not let that hip turn. 10, keep those hips square. Heel to sky. 16, 17, 18, 19, 20. 5, 4, push through. 3, 2, 1. Other leg, again, driving that foot and that heel straight up to the sky. Let's go. 2, 25, final burnout. That's 4. 6. So one of the reasons that I do timed workouts for you guys is so that everyone could go at their own pace and you're not going on my count. 12, 13 and hold. 14, 15, 16, 17, let's go, almost there. 18. Here we go. 20, last 5. 5, 4, 3, 2, and 1. Sit back into child's pose. Your glutes should be on fire because mine are. Ooh. Shake it off, shake it off. Come up, and you guys are done with your booty blasting workout for today. See you guys next time.